Year 2. We hope you're all well and doing lots of learning at home. It's been great to see so many comments on the blog. Fantastic, we love hearing from you. And this week you have some more challenges coming on the blog. You will have your weekly spellings, 8 new spellings. Well done to those who got 6 out of 8 and 7 out of 8 last week, and even full marks last week. That was brilliant. So your new spellings will go on this week. You're also going to have some art challenges. Well, one art challenge from Miss Brown. So we'll hear about that a little bit later. And you are going to have a science challenge from Mrs. Sharples. That's very exciting. Have a look on the blog for that. And finally, a little reading challenge for you to enjoy. Okay, I hope you've got your pencils ready, because first we're going to go over to Miss Brown for her art challenge. Over to you, Miss Brown.
Hello Year 2, hope you're all well and keeping safe. This week I'd like to set you an art challenge. What I'd like you to do is to look outside your window, into your yards and gardens, or when you're out on your daily walks, to see what you can see that is of interest to you to draw. Can you draw some trees? Can you draw some flowers? Anything that you could sketch for me. I've had a little go. I have sketched a tree, and I've tried to show the detail of the light and the dark and the details of the branches. I would love it if you could have a go at my art challenge and post your pictures on the blog. Thank you. Back to Mrs. Price.
Thank you for that, Miss Brown. That is a fantastic challenge. I think I might have a go at that as well. And I love your sketch of the tree. Well done. What a great waggle. Okay, so last week, if you remember, we talked about being adventurous. And what was my animal that I talked about? Let me hear you say it. That's right, I talked about ants, didn't I? Fantastic. And lots of you came up with some different animals beginning with A, which was wonderful, and showed me some of your favourite animals as well, which was really nice to see. Fantastic. This week we're going to go over to the letter B. Okay, and this week our animal is a bear. Okay, now I'm going to give you some facts about a bear. Are you ready? Did you know adult bears can run up to an incredible 55 kilometres per hour? Wow. Another one. Bears can live as long as 30 years in the wild, and in captivity, this can increase to 40 to 50 years. Interesting fact. And finally, bears that live in colder northern regions sleep in their dens right through the winter. In some cases, as long as 7 months. Oh my goodness, imagine going to sleep for 7 months. That's far too long, isn't it? So our animal is bear, and the word that I want to challenge you with this week is the word brave. Being brave. Now I think you're all brave in Year 2, you are very brave children, but brave means to show courage. And I've got some questions here for you. So my first question for you is, who is the bravest person that you know? Another question, what helps give you courage? And the final question, can you think of something you're afraid of and how you might overcome that feeling? Because often we do feel a little bit scared, a little bit frightened of things, but we have to be brave, don't we? We have to take that step, be adventurous, be brave, and go for it. So think about those little questions this week, answer them on the blog, write them down, and tell me what you think. Okay, so now we're going to go over to Mrs. Sharples for some science challenges. Over to you, Mrs. Sharples.
Hi everybody, I just thought I would let you know that I've put a couple of challenges on the blog for you so that you can do some science at home. There is one all about shadows. Now you can do that either outside or inside, but it will work better outside if it's a bright day. And there's another one asking you to use what you remember from our materials unit to design a boat. Now remember, a boat has to float and we don't want it to fill with water. So think back to what you know about materials and how could you make the best boat using things you can find around the house or in the garden. Upload some pictures if you can and comment on the blog and let us know how you get on. Okay, over to you, Mrs. Price. Bye.
Thank you, Mrs. Sharples. Those science challenges sound like they are going to be brilliant. I can't wait to see them. Okay, so finally, I'm going to give you my reading challenge now. So come this way and I'll show you what I want you to do. Hi Year 2, here I am in my little den. I don't know if you could build your own little den at home, something like this, or you might have a tent like this at home. And I love to read in here with my little girl. She loves coming in here and reading a story. We snuggle up with our teddies, we choose a story and we have a nice reading time. So what I want you to do is choose your favourite story this week. You might choose a different one each day. And on the blog, tell me about the story that you have read. Tell me what you liked about it. Maybe you could write a description about the characters in it. Maybe you could retell the story. Just have some lovely time reading a story. Maybe it could even be one of our challenge books from our incentive list. That would be fantastic. We hope you have a fantastic week this week. Remember to comment with the things that you're doing at home on the blog, on Twitter, and just have a brilliant week of learning. Choose the activities that you'd like to do and have a go at them. But most of all, stay at home and stay safe. We miss you lots. Bye.